This is Kim Tobin. She's the Director of Corporate Governance for Coverys.
My specific role is to provide Coverys' main board and all of its subsidiary boards in the U.S. with the most up-to-date corporate governance best practices. We had about 8 board meetings a year, copies and copies of paper, 3-hole punch in a binder, sometimes mailing them to the directors' homes so they had time to prepare before they came to the meeting. It would take days and days of coordinating all that. If any material was replaced or updated, we would have to go back to the board book, remove that paper, reinsert for every single director the new document. Very time-consuming, very archaic. Also a big, huge expense for supplies, just in the paper and the binders alone. Certainly, it saves days and days of my time. It's efficient. It is easy to use. It's just a click and a drag to add any material you need to add. The flip side of that is it's easy to use for the directors. So when they're looking at the agenda and say, I really want to get to item number 7, they just jump, click the link, and everything they need is right there. They come in with a little tablet as opposed to a briefcase with 200 plus pages in a binder. We started about 3 years ago using the questionnaire. So we do our director annual evaluation on it. We also have a board questionnaire, and then we have a questionnaire on specific committees as well. I would say that's a huge feature. It's very easy to use. When we do our conflict of interest, that's an annual requirement for so many companies. Or if you're doing it by paper, you're doing it all over again from scratch. Diligence sets that up in a way that if nothing has changed, you really just need to sign and date for the next year. So that also saves the board member times, where if you're doing it by paper, you're doing it all over again from scratch. There's also a learning curve when you're putting everything electronically, digitally. You're dealing with older board members who are maybe not electronically inclined. I'd say the diligent resource people, they are like support staff. They're incredible. They're quick to answer. We have a great team that we work with now. We're not doing any paper at all. And I would say that is the biggest advantage that we have right now, being able to have everything for the board right on Diligent. We just moved to Diligent Pro, so one of the things we're really excited about is the secured file sharing. That is going to alleviate having the materials in 3-4 different places until they actually get into the board book. By partnering with diligent boards, the number one takeaway for our organization is to provide the board with a very secure sense that their information is protected. They're able to go to Diligent with ease, and everything is just a click away right at their fingertips.